come make a video with me. So I get a lot of questions about the process to make my videos, and I figured I would just bring you along for the journey. The first step and the most important step is the script. Ta-da! And one of the things that usually takes me the longest is also the script. It can take me anywhere from 20 minutes to 20 days. Sometimes I just get stumped. I don't know what to do. I don't know what the punchline should be, yada, yada, yada. But over the last couple days, I've done a lot of scripts, thankfully. All of these little things right here are scripts, and not all of them are finished, but this one is, and this is the one I'm gonna be showing you guys. So another question I get asked a lot is if these skits are based off of true stories. This one is. So I usually keep the beginning the same, but the end, obviously I change. I obviously don't punch clients or any of that. So I always change the end of the story, because in real life it usually ends kind of boring, or just, you know, it just kind of fizzles out. So this is what I record all my videos with. This is my microphone, this is my phone, this is my tripod. And then my tripod does not go high enough, so I usually have to be kind of creative with getting it up to eye level. And then I always have a bottle of water because I'm always dying. Always hot. I record all the lines for one outfit at the same time, just makes my life easier. But yeah, let's go ahead and start recording this first character, me. Time to put on the character. All right, so what are we doing for your hair today? All right, so what are we doing for your hair today? And then sometimes I get caught on like my words like that. All right, so what are we doing for your hair today? Depending on how I like how those came out, sometimes I do more, because I just do the same line so many times until I get the one. And it takes forever to edit because I have to go through an hour worth of footage. Oh, so the premise of this video, by the way, is somebody who won't take their glasses off during a haircut. And like I said, this really happened, and I was so shook that this woman did not want to take her glasses off and like kept trying to put them back on. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, I can't cut your hair if you have your glasses on. She just wouldn't take them off. So that's what this is based off of. But let's go on to the next line. Well, unfortunately, they'd be in my way and I wouldn't be able to give you a good haircut with them on. Wasn't thrilled with that take. Gonna do it again. Well, unfortunately, they'd be in my way and I won't be able to give you a good haircut. Well, unfortunately, they'd be in my way and I wouldn't be able to give you a good haircut with them on. I'm trying to remember how I said it in real life. I remember I was just so stunned, because this was probably like 3-4 years ago. I was just so stunned. I was like, what? I was like, I need them off. Like, I can't do it. I don't even like the verbiage I use for this line, so I might switch it up. Sometimes I do that in the middle of a skit too. The first time I wrote it, I put honestly, and then I switched it to unfortunately, so I might put honestly instead. I am so particular about these things. That's why, like, people ask me, does anybody else help you with your videos? And I'm like, no, I can't have anybody else help, because I'm already like, I'm so picky about things. I'm so particular, and I will nitpick the weirdest things. So I'm just gonna finish the rest of these lines in this character off this camera, so that this isn't like a 20-minute long video, and then I'll come back when I'm in the other character. All right, so it's time for the second character. Obviously this one's gonna need glasses, and then I get a chair. Oh, we have a visitor. To whenever I'm a client sitting, I just get in a chair, and then I bring the tripod down lower. Let me put on my cape. For women, I usually use this one. For men, I use this one. And then everybody's favorite, Timmy. Actually, I have 2 kids' capes, and I think the other one is what I use for Timmy. I really can't remember. I always have to go back and watch old videos to see what I use for Timmy, but I always use one of my kids' capes for Timmy. Yeah, this is the Timmy one. Now I'm in the other character, and I'm gonna start saying her lines. So the first line is, I wanna get a pretty decent trim. I'm thinking like 2 or 3 inches off. So I wanna get a pretty decent trim. I'm thinking like 2 or 3 inches off. So I wanna get a really decent, wow, right off the gate, we are struggling. Okay, and now we're starting to switch into the more difficult side of this customer. So now I have to bring out the attitude a little more. But I do like different levels of attitude. So there's gonna be like, can I just keep them on? And then there's gonna be like a hint of it, like, Can I just keep them on? That way in editing, I can decide the flow and make sure it matches with the other version of me. It's so fun playing all characters. Can I just keep them on? I'm trying to remember how she said it in real life. I think she had a little bit of attitude. She was like, can I keep them on? Can I just keep them on? Can I keep them on? Can I just keep them on? Okay, one of those should work. Okay, so I'm gonna finish filming this character and then I'll come back. All right, I am all done filming this skit. So now I move on to the next. This was one of my easier skits. It was only 2 characters. I didn't have to like change locations or anything. So that's why I showed you this one. If I tried to take you along for one of my more intense ones, my God. There's just too much going on for my more intense one. So I wanted to show you an easier one. But I am going to finish recording some other TikToks. And then I'm gonna edit this one and show you the process for that. All right, guys, it is time to edit. And it is only 2 or 3 weeks after I recorded that. I just haven't had the time to sit down and edit this video because life, but we are gonna edit it now. So this is what it looks like when I have it in here. As you can see, I have almost 40 minutes of footage. A lot of times I have like an hour, sometimes more. It can get ridiculous. Like I just don't know when to stop sometimes. So that's why editing takes me so long. All right, so what are we doing for your hair today? There's first one. All right, so what are we doing for your hair today? So I already like the first one better. So sometimes if I already know that I don't like this one, I don't want to use it, I just delete it so that it's out of my way and I don't have to see it. Let's say that was a blooper. I always move the bloopers up so that it's just easier for me to know that all the bloopers are on this up one. So yeah, it's me just going back and forth listening to which take I like better. I actually like this take better than that one. So when I really like a take, I separate it. So when I like it, move it forward. So now I'm gonna go to the other character and take whatever line is next. So I want to get a pretty decent trim. I'm thinking like 2 or 3 inches off. Okay, that one was okay. I want to get a really decent. Wow, right off the gate we are struggling. So yeah, that is a blooper. So I would just go ahead and do that, so I know where to find the bloopers. So I just want to get a pretty decent trim. I was maybe like 2 or 3 inches off. Yeah, that one's good enough for me. But sometimes I have multiple that I like, and I have to just sit here and watch them over and over again. Like, I know I shouldn't make it that hard for myself, but I do. Like, I should just pick one and just work with it, but no. Okay, so I have it all edited. We're gonna export it and then upload it to TikTok. So I've got the video in TikTok and it's time to start doing captions and text and all that. So I always put something at the beginning of the video that describes what the video is. I usually like to keep it for the first shot or 2. So just a couple seconds, nothing crazy. So then I have to add captions. Captioning is probably my least favorite part of making videos. But I know a lot of people will need captions, so that's why I do it. Now I have to go through and fix all these freaking captions. So here it says the humidity has made my hair feel so freaking crazy. But actually what I said was frizzy. Sometimes they are way off with what I said, but I said frizzy. So I'm gonna do drafts real quick because now I have to do the thumbnail. I do not like to have the same color like more than once. I'm weird. So I always have it a different color. So I have to see what color I haven't done recently. So it looks like blue. I haven't done blue in a while. So I will go ahead and do blue. Yeah, I'm weird. That was an accident. And that's only because they were the same video, just 2 parts. But usually I don't like to do the same color twice. Okay, so now which blue I will choose depends on which one I think looks better. I think I'll go with this one. It should be good. And now this is my second least favorite part. Captions for the video. And hashtags. Yeah, I'm just gonna post it. And then posting can take a lifetime. It's so annoying. This is my friend Yadira. We went to beauty school together. All right, the video finally posted. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy.